Mirror, my mirror on the wall. Wall, wall, wall. Who's the fairest? Who's the fairest on the mirror? My mirror on the wall. The wall, wall. Who's the fairest? Who's the fairest of them all? Y'all like one or two? I like one or two. One be good, one be good. But when it's two, you got more. You got more option. You got more variety, wider range. I'm gonna have to do something about this now. Now, all of this is just really getting a bit outrageous now. Mirror, mirror, my mirror on the wall. You're not really the fairest of them all right now, but it's okay because we know what we can do. We're gonna go and do a spin. Sometimes we gotta show. Sometimes we gotta show, but right now this is what I show. Anywho, for real. When you stressed out and you frustrated, everybody be dealing with depression, man. Like, let me see. That's something worth looking up. Mirror on the wall. They're all gonna laugh at you. That's what they do. They're all gonna laugh at you. But that's what they do. They're all gonna laugh at you. Yeah, they laughing. Cause since I've been young, they've been looking crooked at us. So I'm gonna get this money. Keep on stacking it up. Keep my head down while the interest building up. Anywho, I'm random. I know it's just me. It's just me. But they call that bipolar, y'all. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. When you put, I mean, we've been talking about labels, and they really just words. It's really just words and labels that people put, different groups, communities put on you once you express yourself in their environment. You okay? Goodness. I don't know what to do with her. She be falling all over the place, man. All over the place. Let's slow down on that. So, how common is depression? Estimated 21 million adults in the U.S. had at least one major depressive episode. This is 8.4% of all U.S. adults. So the number seems high, but it's not. It don't seem that high though. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you're looking at it. Depression is a common illness worldwide, with an estimate of 3.8 of the population affected, including 5% among adults and 5.7 among older adults. That's why. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, depression be hitting people. I mean, you know. So people be down, you know. Well, I mean, let me see, because let's just look up the actual term of depression. What is the definition? Because some people might not even know. Like, how do you know if you're depressed? It requires a medical diagnosis. That's how you know. It's the persistent feeling of sadness or loss of interest that characterize characterizes major depression. It can lead to a range of behavioral and physical symptoms. These may include changes in sleep, appetite, energy level, concentration, daily behavior, or self-esteem. Depression can also be associated with thoughts of suicide. So people may experience a mood that it has anxiety, apathy, general discontent, guilt, hopelessness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, mood swings, or sadness. Their sleep is early awakening, excess sleepiness, insomnia, or restless sleep. Whole body is excessive hunger, fatigue, loss of appetite, or restlessness. Behavioral agitation, excessive crying, irritability, or social isolation. Cognitive is lack of concentration or slowness in activity. Weight was weight gain or weight loss, and also is common for a poor appetite or repeatedly going over thoughts or thoughts of suicide. So I am reading over this because honestly, just self-reflection, man, self-reflection, self-reflection. I'm a nut. It's the coffee. It's the coffee every time I start talking. Dragon, no man, dragon, breath. Hot. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Bipolar 2 disorder. Now people be joking, oh, she bipolar. That was a joke, that people used to say. And I just, I would hear people say that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, well, whatever. I didn't know what they meant when they were saying that about people, But anywho, so I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder, but that's amongst a whole bunch of other stuff that I was diagnosed with, So, but just like with anything else, sometimes you can identify with it or you can't. So I'm just gonna go and say that bipolar 2 disorder is a form of mental illness. Bipolar 2 is similar to bipolar 1 with mood cycling between high or low over time. However, in bipolar 2, the up moods never reach full-blown mania. The less intense, elevated moods in bipolar 2 are called hypomanic episodes. That's what that is, y'all. Or hypomania. So, a person affected by bipolar 2 disorder has had at least one hypomanic episode in their life. Most people with bipolar 2 disorder suffer more often from episodes of depression. This is where the term manic depression comes from. In between episodes of mania and depression, many people with bipolar 2 typically live normal lives. Who's at risk? Anyone is at risk. Anybody is at risk. About 2.5% of the U.S. population suffers from some form of bipolar. That's nearly 6 million people. And most people are in their teens or in their early 20s when the symptoms of the bipolar first begin. Nearly everyone with bipolar 2 disorder develops it before the age of 50. People with an immediate family member who has bipolar are at higher risk. During hypomanic episode, elevated mood can manifest itself as either euphoria, like feeling high, or as irritability. Symptoms during hypomanic episodes include flying suddenly from one idea to the next, having exaggerated self-confidence, rapid, pressured, uninterruptible, and loud speech. Increasing energy with hyperactivity and a decreased need for sleep. People experiencing hypomanic episodes are quite often pleasant to be around. They can often seem like the life of the party. Making jokes, taking an intense interest in other people and activities. And, it's funny. I mean, it's funny, but not. It is funny. Infecting others with their positive mood. That's what it's saying. I'm on WebMD. I'm just reading it. What's so bad about that? Wow, you might be like, what's so bad about that? Right. Hypomania can also lead to erratic and unhealthy behavior. Hypomanic episodes can sometimes progress onward to full mania that affects a person's ability to function, which is bipolar 1 disorder. In mania, people might spend money that they don't have, seek out sex with people they normally wouldn't, and engage in impulsive and risky behaviors with the potential of dangerous consequences. That's why. So, the vast majority of people with bipolar 2 experience more time with depressive than hypomanic symptoms. Depression can occur soon after hypomania subsides or much later. Some people cycle back and forth between hypomania and depression, while others have long periods of normal mood in between episodes. Untreated, an episode of hypomania can last anywhere from a few days to several months. Most commonly, symptoms continue for a few weeks to a few months. Depressive episodes in bipolar 2 disorder are similar to regular clinical depression, with depressed mood, loss of pleasure, low energy and activity, feelings of guilt and worthlessness, and thoughts of suicide. Depressive symptoms of bipolar disorder can last weeks, months, or rarely years. Okay. So, when I was heavily depressed, this is the diagnosis that I got in. But as I got better, it was just like, I have this rapid cycling. So first it was heavy depression, and then it was like a rapid cycling. And then I kind of, the medication, I got tripped up on the medication, and it went where I was like in psychosis. I literally couldn't function. Like, my brain stopped working. I couldn't talk and stuff. So mental health is serious. And I mean, that's why I go back to my faith and prayer and God, because literally music, being around people of a like mind, and none of us, my church I was going to was an international church. It's like, it was so many, I don't even know. It was like, we had all the different flags from all the different countries, and it was just, we all just loved shared our love for God at that one space. And I needed that at that time. I just needed the music and the Holy Spirit. The music with the Holy Spirit just flow, no matter what the age, no matter what, what the person looked like or anything, That's what brought me back to the point where I wanted to live and socialize, because I literally, and I had to work on it. I had to go to the library and read and listen. Even now, when I be watching other people, like, that's why I'm very selective what I listen to and what I watch, because I'm relearning. Like, a lot of stuff I forgot. I've literally forgot. And, I'm still learning and growing and who I am, But anywho, so at that point, what they called that too, they said, because it's personality disorders too. So they were, I was diagnosed with something called borderline personality on top of this. So it's like, just like anything else with all of these other health issues. Okay, well, you got to go to the eye doctor, the ear doctor, the heart doctor, the lung doctor, and before you know it, that's like 20 doctors, So, just getting caught up in it. But let me see. Excuse me. So to get back on this hypomania, No, I'm not. I think I'm good there. So they have medication to treat it and stuff, because it's altering your brain chemistry. But I've gotten to the point where I don't take any of that. I don't do all that. But I'm being brought back to the point of just reminding myself of the condition. And support groups, counseling, sharing your experiences among people with similar conditions or a goal is, recommended for therapy. That's why I express myself and my story and what I've been through. I, started a nonprofit. I have I haven't run it. I ran it. It was it's called Circle of Hope. But I didn't continue on with it. It kind of transitioned. And then, me and my family would get together and pray and just motivate each other and build each other up. And that's kind of transitioning into what I'm doing now. Just sharing my stories and my faith and my walk, because that helps me for whoever wants to watch, and join me throughout this journey. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Now, this is a talk therapy focused on modifying negative thoughts, behaviors, and emotional responses associated with psychological distress. Psychoeducation is education about the mental health that also serves to support, validate, and empower patients. And family therapy is psychological counseling that helps families resolve conflicts and communicate more effectively. And psychotherapy is the treatment of mental and behavioral disorders through talk therapy. So when I say that I am a holistic practitioner, is because I've gone through so much therapy and all the medications to the point where I went back to the basics. Communication, understanding the education of how this body functions and this brain and why I'm doing what I'm doing, why my emotions is doing what they're doing. And, talking and expressing. And that's every last one of those therapies says communication, talking, and then helping, educating. So it's like a cycle, because as you telling your story, it's almost as like in a church, you testify and you tell it and you help other people to be free and to see how they can get past, or see how, they can kind of keep getting, going ahead, or just, not feel alone in what they're in. So yeah, that's why I be sharing this stuff, not to just spill all my guts and all my business. I mean, I've been an open book all my life. It's just I have nothing to be ashamed of. Nobody has the power to take my life or what I have or my reason for being here. I was put here for a reason. So yeah, but it's okay for people to think differently, but that's something that people will make fun of. What? This was literally a brain chemistry thing that, that'd be bipolar. That's nothing to make fun of. It's like calling somebody dumb and illiterate. Stupid. Yeah, it may be true, but you gotta call them that in a derogatory way. So yeah, and it's ongoing. This is a bipolar disorder, formerly called manic depression, is a mental health condition that causes extreme mood swings that include emotional highs and lows. That's called mania or hypomania and depression. And during the time that we've been having, a lot of people are experiencing depression and they never had depression before. They don't know what it is. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know what it means, and that's why, expressing yourself and what trying to express yourself in a healthy setting, though, you know, because when it gets bottled up, if it's bottled up, then it rages out. And whoever is around at that time where it rages out is going to catch it. So anyway, that's all on that.